Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 2 of the FIFA 22 My Player Career with Kai. We have started with Derby County and we are just applying some of the skill points available. I think we had 4 here to start off with on today's episode. Currently overall rated of 72, so slowly climbing the overall ratings of course. Hopefully soon we will be around the mid 70s. I think we may be able to get between mid 70s and the 80s before the end of the season. Obviously the better that we do play, the more goals, more assists that we get, obviously the better training as well, the better and higher we can reach on the rating. But we're just finishing off. I just got one more point to do. I think we're going to do it on sprint speed today. We go all done. A little bit of pace there added to his game. Hopefully going forward we can add that into our game. And we start off today's episode with a Carabao Cup game taking on Stoke City, and we are away from home. Never a good place to go, Stoke, and it's going to be a tough one, but fingers crossed Derby County can come out on top, get ourselves through to the next round of this competition. It is competition where we want to obviously go all the way, try and lift a little bit of silverware at the end of this season. Will it happen? I have no idea. We've started off in the league pretty nicely so far, not conceding many goals, but obviously that can all change. Still currently on world class difficulty. We may change that in today's episode. We'll see how the first couple of games go, then we'll decide whether we want to remain on world class or obviously change to legendary. I think it may be pointing towards a change to legendary, especially with the start that we've had so far with the Rams. That's a great little back heel there from Colin Kazim Richards. Kai's going all the way through. He tried to dink the goalkeeper, but it was a good save in the end there from the Stoke goalie. And got a hand to it and keeps the scores at 0-0. So onwards we go then into the second half here at the Britannia Stadium. Still goalless. Derby County though in possession. And here is Kai just inside the opposing half, but his pass was poor, gives the ball away. And now Sam Kluklers for Stoke, playing that one through, almost getting its way to his teammate, but it is the Rams back in possession. And now they are on the attack space on that far side. He has been found. He lays that one through for Richards. And there he is yet again, scoring another goal for Derby County at the start of the season. He has started the year off on fire. And hopefully that is going to continue on all the way through the league as well. Well, there we go. 1-0. Stoke City got some work to do now if they're going to be going through to the next round. That's a good finish actually there from Kazim Richards. And that's his first Carabao Cup goal of this season. There is confirmation as well. So into the final couple of minutes then. And it is Derby County who are looking like they are going to be putting themselves into the pot for the draw for the next stages of the Carabao Cup. We just need to hold on to possession here. Leading by a single goal. Here is Kai just outside the area. And a ball played through. The back heel is on, but the goalkeeper in the right place at the right time there, keeping the ball out of the back of the net and giving Stoke City a little glimmer of hope, at least to get themselves a late equaliser. Can they do so? Hopefully they cannot. We've only got, 40 seconds remaining on the clock. They've got themselves a late substitution. They need to break straight from this corner if they're going to have any chance of getting into this game. But there blows the final whistle then. We start off today's episode with a victory and a foot in the next round of the Carabao Cup. And there is Kai. Had a decent game, of course, with his funky little hairstyle. I say little, it's a big perm that is on top of his head. But let's jump into game number 2 then. Derby County currently top of the league table with the win that we started off in the last episode. Let's jump into another championship game. I was going to say Premier League there for a second, but of course not in the Premier League just yet. But game number 2, hopefully we can get on with another victory, make it 2 wins out of 2 in today's episode, and of course in the league as well. But there are the match objectives for Kai. I just noticed that we can actually do the enhanced objectives, so one of the 3 you get to choose which one you want to double your XP on. So we will be looking to do that a little bit more in the future. For now we'll just let it do its business, and then we'll see what we tend to match on the objectives going forward. and then we can obviously make the most of those XP points and get him as high a level as possible. Well, let's see then if we can get ourselves a goal into this game. Was unable to score against Stoke, at least Kai was. Kazim Richards got one. He goes for a long range effort, and that one straight into the hands of the Peterborough goalkeeper. Not really troubling in there, was he? Was he? It's could have been saying Kazim. I'm putting an M on the end of everything, but onwards we go. And it is Peterborough in possession then. They are at home in front of the home support. A slight kit clash here. A light blue and a darker blue. Could have done better. I think we would have got away with playing in our home kit, but EA, I don't know why they keep doing this. I'm sure there's going to be many more kit clash issues as well going forward. It's one thing that I've always been annoyed with EA and FIFA games. There's always been a kit clash issue. But we're on the break here, and there's space for Kai, and a low driven effort into the back of the net. Just over 20 minutes gone, and it is now Peterborough 0, Derby County 1. And is he celebrating in front of the home fans or the away fans there? Certainly didn't look like Derby County fans. All sat down, didn't look very happy at all. But as that goal went in, you can see them celebrating behind the goal, so I'm not sure what they were doing. But it doesn't matter. There is Kai's second goal of the season, second in the league as well. Derby County's top goal scorer in the championship so far with the 2 goals. And let's see if he can extend that in this game. 25 or 26 minutes on the clock. That one's played through. Nice little 1-2 there between Kai and his teammate. Derby are going to keep possession. Go for the long range effort, lad. Go on. Smash it. Shoot. No, he's going to chase all the way forward. Plays that one back. The shot is on. And a nice assist there from Kai. Had plenty of time to take off the shot himself, if I'm totally honest. But he wanted to lay it off for a teammate. Get himself an assist. And there we go. 2 goals to 0. Derby County looking good so far this week, aren't they? We've had a pretty decent start to our championship season. Wayne Rooney, he will be happy. He's the boss, of course. And look at that great finish there from, who was it? I'm not even sure who it was. It wasn't Colin Kazim Richards, because he's not even on the pitch. At least not yet. But we are going to be heading into the break. It looks like 2 goals up, unless Peterborough have a late effort here. But it doesn't look like they're going to do so, because it is the Rams on the attack now, just inside the opposing half. Here is Tom Lawrence. Plays that one inside for Kai. He has support. Plays that one more centrally low. Christian Bilic forward. Baldock on the edge of the area for Kai. Nice little turn from him. Lays it off to his teammate. And that one straight into the hands of the home keeper. So even though that one didn't find the back of net, Derby still go into the break 2 goals in front. Playing really, really well so far. Everybody in the team, especially the man on the ball right now. The 16-year-old, I should say. Calling him a man. He's still a kid, isn't he? But he's trying to go all the way through it. Looking for another goal. Cuts inside. Shoots. Goalkeeper gets a fingertip to it and keeps it out of the net. It is going to be a corner kick here to the Rams. And look at that. That was flying into the back. I think it was a wrist more than a fingertip with that one. But a good save nevertheless. There is going to be a change here as well for the away team. Not sure who it was. I didn't really pay much attention to who was coming on and who was going off. Will it show us? It does. Forsyth went off and Buchanan came on in his place. So still leading by 2 goals to 0. Oh, beautifully played through. And there is the 3rd goal of today's game. Graham Shinney, the midfielder for the Rams, getting his 1st goal of the championship season. And that gives us a 3-goal lead. Derby looking really, really good for the 3 points. I can't see Peterborough doing anything in this game. Time's running out for them. Will they even have enough time to get themselves a consolation goal? Hopefully not. But we head into the final couple of minutes and it is still 3 goals to Derby. They lead, looking good. Kai's currently on a 10 rating. So a fantastic performance from him, and probably going to be another man of the match award as well for the youngster. As Derby just trying to waste time now here at the back, waiting for that final whistle to blow. That's a good ball forward there for Kai. He's going to get it back as well. Maybe one last chance here for the Derby. Here's Kazim Richards. No, there is the final whistle. But hey, we will take that. Kai yet again getting the opening goal of the game in the Championship. And then Derby County going on a little bit of a rout. 3 goals to 0, 3 points in the bag, and we have one more game to cover in today's episode. But before that, of course, let's have a quick look at the end of that one. We had a little bit of player growth there for Kai. Look at the XP, almost hitting level 5 already. Looking really, really good, aren't we? We need to be, I think it was level 9, wasn't it, to get the next attribute thing, or perk, I should say. But we are going to be changing the setting. As you saw there, we jumped into the settings. So we changed it from, what was it, world class, and changed it over to legendary. Because as you can see, 2 games in, we've scored 8 goals, only conceded none. I was going to say only conceded 1, but we've actually conceded absolutely none so far. So hopefully we don't concede any here against Hull City, but obviously now we have changed it to legendary, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. There are the match objectives for Kai going forward in this game. Can we complete all 3? Hopefully we can. Obviously that will improve his XP come the end of the game, especially if we can try and bag ourselves another goal. Remember, if Kai does get himself on the score sheet, that's going to be his 3rd goal of his career, and that's a loose pass there. Hull City finding possession. So come on Derby, let's make it 3 wins out of 3 in the Championship season. As I mentioned in yesterday's episode, ooh, what an effort that was. Hitting the woodwork there, Hull City. But as I was saying, as I mentioned in yesterday's episode, Derby County have officially gone into administration now. So they've had those 12 points deducted. I think there was a little bit more news today, but I didn't actually catch what it was, unfortunately. But we're trying to bring a little bit more joy to the Derby County fans after that horrible decision. But onwards we go. What can you do? There's nothing much the fans can do other than support their club going forward, and hopefully it will be good times ahead from this point forward. But as you can see, still no goals here against Hull City, but Kai does pick up this ball, trying to break from the corner kick. He hasn't really got anybody in support around him, and that's a loose pass just behind his teammate, which is a bit of a shame. And now it is the home team on the attack with the shot, and they've hit the woodwork again. 2 long range efforts within 20 minutes, and both of them have hit the woodwork. Look at this, just hitting the top of the frame of the goal there. Goalkeeper was beaten maybe. It would have been a cracking goal if that was just on the underside of the crossbar. So onwards we go then. Still 0-0. Derby County back in possession. 7 rating for Kai as he picks up that pass. Lays it onto that right side of midfield for Tom Lawrence. Receives it from Tommy. And Baldock, here's Kai. Lays that one through. Tommy Lawrence it is. Cross in the middle, and there is that Sibley to give Derby County the 1-goal lead. 24.5 minutes gone, and it is Sibley, number 17, who gives the Rams fans something to celebrate after a tense couple of minutes after Hull City went close twice by hitting the woodwork. But against the run of play, Derby have broke, and there is the volley into the top corner. Almost missed that actually. Well, there he is, Lewis Sibley, to score his first Championship goal of the season. And will that goal be enough to give Derby another victory here to make it 3 wins out of 3 and hopefully put us top of the Championship table? But still a long way to go in this game. Only half an hour played. It's Hull City with possession. They are on the attack, looking to get the cross in. Cross was poor, and now Christian Bilic plays that one forward for Kai. He's getting forced to go backwards though, so holding up, playing nicely, at least getting other teammates in on the action. Look at the space on that far side. Derby passing nicely, playing really well. Played forward for Kai. The low effort, back of the net it goes. 33 minutes on the clock. It is now Hull City 0, Derby County 2. And remember, we did change this to legendary difficulty as well before kickoff, and that's what we're going to be playing on going forward. But even that is not deterring Derby, playing really well so far, and hopefully it can continue in the next few episodes or so. We do have some more games, important games coming up. I think we've got the Derby versus Nottingham Forest rivalry, the big Midlands derby, within the next episode or 2 as well. So the Derby fans will be looking forward to getting the one up over the Forest. especially early on in the season. Not sure if we're at home or away for that one to start off, but fingers crossed we're at home and we can get the job done in front of our home fans. And Hull City have hit the woodwork for the third time in the first half. But what a half that was. 3 times hitting the post from Hull, but it is Derby County who lead 2-0. And now we are into the second half. Can we get any more action? That's a good ball. Here's Baldock, plays that one through. Surely this is one-on-one with a keeper. And how on earth did Kai not bury that one? Still a lot to learn. He's got to learn and improve his composure, of course, especially in positions like that. He should have been burying that one. No excuses there, Kai. Even though you're only 16-year-old, you should be scoring a goal. But we're still in front by 2-0, so nothing to worry about just yet. It's the critical moments when it's very, very close and a tight game. That's when we're going to be really hurt by missing such chances as we did there. But here is Kai. Nice turn, but he runs straight into the Hull City defender. And I think, guys, that is going to be about it. 2 goals to Derby County, 3 points in the bag. That makes it 3 wins out of 3 in the league as Kai goes with a long range effort. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.